been a minute since I've done a book review, and by a minute I mean like a whole year. I just recently read a book that wasn't anything like what I thought it would be like, but it was still pretty interesting. That book is The Moonlight Child by McQuestion. The cover and the description made me think that it would be something different because on the back it was saying like this woman sees a little girl in a house, but she knows that only a teenager boy lived there. When she asks the family, they don't know anything. So I was thinking that it was gonna be like a paranormal or a sci-fi. Cause I mean the cover looks like a haunted house, so I thought like, I don't know, maybe it's like a ghost story or something. It ended up being like more of a true crime story, kind of. Well, I mean, it is a fiction story. It was still a pretty interesting read and I liked it. There were some parts of the story that they spent a lot of time on, and I thought like, oh, this is gonna come into play later in the story, but then it just kind of gets dropped off and never talked about again, and I'm just like, oh, okay, I guess we're not doing that anymore. So sometimes that would happen, but for the most part, the timeline was pretty straightforward. There's different storylines, and then it kind of switches back and forth. In the beginning, it's pretty confusing, but then they all come together and it makes sense by the end. I don't know, I guess with some of the characters, I just didn't quite agree with them, or I thought they were acting completely unreasonably for the situation. This may be kind of a spoiler, but the main antagonist, I guess you would call her, Suzette, is a major narcissist, and sometimes you just feel like slapping her in the face because she's just so arrogant and entitled, and it gets really frustrating sometimes, but it makes for a good read. I've been reading a lot of books where narcissists are not the main characters, but like close to the main character. And it's completely by accident. I mean, I don't mean to, but now I think I know better what to do if I ever encounter a narcissist. Which now I know is probably just leave and get them out of your life, because they're probably not going to change or even think that they need to, and it's just not worth your energy to deal with them. Anyway, I liked the book despite it making me pretty angry at some points, but I think that has more to do with how well written the characters are for what they're supposed to be rather than just the book itself. I would probably end up giving it 3.5 stars out of 5 stars just because it wasn't what I was looking for, but it turned out to be something that I like anyway. And I know that's kind of a harsh thing to rate a book for, but if any person just were to pick this book up knowing that it wasn't like a ghost or a mystery, it was just a regular mystery, then I would definitely recommend it.